Have you ever taken a traditional IQ test? A lot of those tests are aimed primarily at testing spatial, verbal or mathematical intelligence, but do not take many other factors into account. American psychologist Howard Gardner thought this was quite strange, as he believed that intelligence is not limited to just one type and that you can't simply argue that a person is either intelligent or not. That's when he devised his theory of multiple intelligences, in which he describes 9 general areas in which people can be proficient. We all know everyone has their talents, but what type of intelligence is your strong feature? 1. Naturalist intelligence. Naturalist intelligence designates the human ability to discriminate among living things, plants, animals, as well as sensitivity to other features of the natural world, clouds, rock configurations. This ability was clearly of value in our evolutionary past as hunters, gatherers, and farmers. It continues to be central in such roles as botanist or chef. It is also speculated that much of our consumer society exploits the naturalist intelligences, which can be mobilized in the discrimination among cars, sneakers, kinds of makeup, and the like. 2. Musical intelligence. Having a high musical intelligence indicates you're very good at things to do with sounds. These can include characteristics such as rhythm, tone and pitch. If you've got a high musical intelligence, you're good at recognizing, creating and reproducing music. You might even have a high mathematical intelligence too, as these two things often involve similar thought processes. You are often aware of sounds or sound characteristics others may miss. If you happen to play an instrument and have a high musical intelligence too, you're probably quite good at playing by ear too. 3. Logical mathematical intelligence, reasoning and numbers. If you have a high logical mathematical intelligence, your strong point is likely to be related to abstract thought and reasoning. People with a high score on logical mathematical intelligence are good at abstract symbolic thought, using letters and formulas to indicate relationships between factors, reasoning skills such as inductive and deductive reasoning. They are good at considering hypotheses, carrying out calculations and quantifying data. 4. Existential intelligence. People with a high existential intelligence are good philosophical thinkers. They are good at philosophizing and thinking about questions that might not have a real, definite answer. They have a sensitivity towards the deeper questions of life and like challenging related concepts. They're not easily confused by their own feelings. 5. Interpersonal intelligence. People smart. People with a high interpersonal intelligence are often good at communicating effectively with others. They are good at noticing shifts in others' moods and motives, as well as taking multiple perspectives on a subject. They often score high on empathy and do particularly well in socially oriented work such as teaching, social work, acting and politics-related things such as ambassadors for a cause. 6. Bodily kinesthetic intelligence, motoric, body intelligence. Bodily kinesthetic intelligence is the capacity to manipulate objects and use a variety of physical skills. This intelligence also involves a sense of timing and the perfection of skills through mind-body union. Athletes, dancers, surgeons, and craftspeople exhibit well-developed bodily kinesthetic intelligence. 7. Linguistic intelligence, language smart. Linguistic intelligence is the ability to think in words and to use language to express and appreciate complex meanings. Linguistic intelligence allows us to understand the order and meaning of words and to apply metalinguistic skills to reflect on our use of language. Linguistic intelligence is the most widely shared human competence and is evident in poets, novelists, journalists, and effective public speakers. Young adults with this kind of intelligence enjoy writing, reading, telling stories or doing crossword puzzles. Intrapersonal intelligence, self-insight. People with a high intrapersonal intelligence are good at understanding their own feelings and thoughts, and working them to achieve their goals. They are good at intrinsic motivation, motivating themselves from the inside out without any visible/physical reward. It involves more than just understanding and planning their goals, but also a less definite appreciation of the human condition. People with a high intrapersonal intelligence are often good philosophers and psychologists. Spatial intelligence is the ability to think in three dimensions. Core capacities include mental imagery, spatial reasoning, image manipulation, graphic and artistic skills, and an active imagination. Sailors, pilots, sculptors, painters, and architects all exhibit spatial intelligence. Young adults with this kind of intelligence may be fascinated with mazes or jigsaw puzzles, or spend free time drawing or daydreaming. So there we go. The 9 types of intelligence. So isn't it nice to know that even though you might not be the best at math, it doesn't mean you aren't smart? Go get it, winner. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Abroad Insider.